and welcome to my latest podcast. Today, I'm talking to the UK's #1 trade kitchen supplier, providing thousands of products across the kitchens, joinery, hardware, and bathrooms. My guests are Sarah, Paul, and Regan, and they are all from Howdens. Howdens was founded in Yorkshire in 1995. In their first year of operation, they had just 14 depots and sales of 1 million. Today, they employ over 10,000 people, have over 750 depots in the UK and Europe, and generate annual sales of over 1.5 billion. And one of their office hubs is here in Raunds. Of course, this level of success means Howdens have the right products in the right place and the right time. But what differentiates them in the marketplace is first a passion and belief in those they employ, but uniquely a commitment to partnership with the local community. The way they see it, each Howden site depends on its local community for its business success. And I quote, "Where communities thrive, we thrive." And it is in this spirit of cooperation that we are here today. Howdens are sponsoring a government programme which is aimed at giving quality opportunities for young people 18 to 24. To find out more about it, let me hand over to Sarah, part of the recruitment team for the Howdens Kickstart scheme.
Morning, Sylvia. Thank you very much. The Kickstart scheme is a government-funded scheme aimed at getting young people into the workplace. The scheme runs until the end of December this year, so that means that somebody could start in December and then finish their placement in June next year. It is aimed at 16 to 24-year-olds who are claiming universal credit, and it's a 6-month placement where they work in a specific job role in various departments for 25 hours a week. This is a great opportunity for a young person to explore what career they may be interested in and get some real life experience in that area. Anyone eligible for the scheme can speak to the Kickstart coaches at the job centre, who will discuss the roles available and find out what is the most suitable placement for them. All the applications are processed through the job centre, and the Kickstarter then sends their CV to the recruitment team here at Howdens. All applicants receive support and guidance throughout their application and attend an interview for the role. And the skills needed to obtain a placement depend on the type of area that they're interested in working in. But we're always looking for great communication skills, good time management, and ultimately an enthusiasm and interest in the role that they've applied for. Kickstarters in the business are assigned a mentor and provided with training, support, and ongoing development throughout the placement. The reason Howdens wanted to get involved in the scheme, the business was founded on the principle that it should be worthwhile for all concerned. So that includes our customers, our suppliers, local and national charities, and our people and their families. We were therefore keen to take part in this scheme because as a large and growing company, we can offer young people within our local communities an opportunity to develop their skills and progress their careers. We have over 100 placements available within our depots and our office hubs across the UK. And since March, we've had Kickstarters join us within our depots, as well as in our IT, digital solutions, operations, commercial, supply chain and e-commerce teams. So lots of variety of options there. Once they've started the placement as well, Kickstarters can apply for any other roles within the company and can also be considered for any other early career schemes such as apprenticeships or graduate positions.
Oh, thank you very much. So that's a good overview of the structure of the scheme. Perhaps we could talk to Paul, who is a line manager in receipt of and working with the scheme within the organisation. So Paul.
Morning again, thanks Sylvia. I think for me as a manager, having progressed through a very similar apprentice scheme, I think it really does help anyone to develop. And there's an opportunity here to grow through the scheme. I believe, from a Howdens, if you take the company, I think Howdens will choose to develop you, but you'll also have an opportunity to develop yourself. I think it's really important that you can come through this journey. I think the Kickstart scheme is as much as you put into the scheme. I mean, if you want to learn, develop in the role, there's absolutely opportunities galore within Howdens of your areas of interest within IT, maybe with outside of IT. I think if you look at where we are as a company now, I think there's an absolute wealth of opportunity. I think I take lots of individuals and where they've grown, developed, as a person. This is not just about learning skills. You grow as a person, as an individual. I think that's the really important thing. One, you'll gain that confidence, whether you take that forward within Howdens or within life. I really do believe everything you do in your day-to-day life comes into work and sometimes plays a lot side out of work. So there's two opportunities there. Really, I think it's a great chance that we can really support this program of work.
The person who's the receiver of all of this, has that been your experience?
Good morning. Thank you for having me. What Paul said has hit the nail right on the head. From my first week of being here up until I think it's my 9th week now, the opportunities that have been before me have been, there's been so many that, I haven't been able to take all of them. I work in the IT department, and even that alone has so many different branches to it. So there's like the config team, there's end user support, and I've been given an opportunity around every corner to see and delve into each of the departments. So where Paul said, it's the opportunities, which is one of the biggest part of the roles, is that it's not just come to Howdens and do one role, it's come to Howdens and experience the whole business in a way. In my 9 weeks, I've traveled to Raunds, I've traveled to other areas. It's been really good. And for me as a new Kickstarter on this scheme, it's been up and beyond what I thought originally it was going to be. And I appreciate that a lot.
What do you think the future, how are you viewing the future then now? So,
like I said, coming up to 9 weeks, there's still a long way left of my placement, and I'm excited to do it. I had other jobs, but this one I feel has connected me with a lot more people, and more so on a personal level as well. I've heard the saying come round that Howdens is like a family business, and it really does feel like that. We're all connected through teams, and I think that's one of the best things for the job as well, is because whenever I needed help, there's people through teams that work at Howdens who have helped me, and I've never met them in person. And I find that that's a big confidence boost in myself, that I've come in as a Kickstarter, but to everyone else, I'm not seen as that. I'm seen as the person in the job role straight away, whether or not I'm new to the job or been here 10 years, I'm being treated as one of the employees straight off the bat. And as a confidence side of that, it kind of makes me feel like I'm in a more of an adult job than when I first left school. And this is more of a real career for me.
And in terms of the Kickstart scheme, without that, you wouldn't have had the chance. So Howdens don't have expectations, and they are willing and prepared to work with the individual as they arrive with the background and experience they've got, and make that the starting point. So back to you, Sarah, what does a young person have to do then in order to be considered at 18 to 24?
Absolutely. And I think we've had a real mixture of people from very different backgrounds apply for this scheme. So we've had some people have done master's degrees, and some people that have had very, very little work experience or just left school. So it's been a real mixture. And I think what we are looking for is more about the skills that they can develop further. So things like good communication skills, time management, really excited and motivated to want to learn. And this is what we're seeing, this is more of a work experience program. So we're not expecting everyone to know everything about the jobs that we've got available. It's more, are you interested? Do you want to learn? Have you got the aptitude to do that? So the roles are mainly aged at sort of 18 to 24-year-olds. You do need to be currently claiming universal credit. The roles that we've got available in our Raunds and Northampton sites, we're going to put on our careers website so that you can go and have a look at them and just have a look at the job adverts and see if they're of interest. And then, prepare your CV, contact your local job centre. They've got dedicated job coaches that are working on this scheme, so they can put them forward for the Kickstart placement. And then they just send their CV to us at our Kickstart recruitment team. And then once they've got that application in, we will provide them with support and guidance throughout the whole process. So feedback on their application, the interview process, and then the offer process as well.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Kickstart scheme placements at Howdens are for you if you are between the ages of 18 and 24 and currently between jobs, or just beginning to look for a job, having left school, university, or college. They last for 6 months and offer you the chance to experience a variety of jobs within the Howdens business, from IT, digital merchandising, project coordinating, to supply chain and marketing, giving you the opportunity to experience and build an understanding of your own capability, interests, and motivation in the workplace. This is an important part of your decision-making for the future. The role of the Job Centre here is vital. That is where the job or work coaches are based and can help you access the information about this exciting scheme.